Good morning to all rugby fans. Welcome in Ricany, a town which was multiple times polled as one of the best places to live in Czechia, is hosting the Rugby Europe Championship in the sevens for under-18 categories, both boys and girls. Rugby Europe is continuing with the tradition of combining both championships for both male and female into one place. This time it's Ricany after 2 years when we had the chance to see this rugby in France. Together with me from the commentary box, I'm happy to be here also with the former Czech international and coach Martin Kafka, and by the way also a resident from Ricany. So Martin, how is it to live in Ricany?
Well, first of all, welcome to Ricany to watch European Championship in Rugby Sevens, and hello Jirka, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this super event. Yeah, for me it's a great opportunity to see a great European level rugby. So I'm very excited to see all the matches we are just expecting. Now we are starting with women's sevens. Just enjoy the weekend. The weather is perfect, so everything is prepared. Organization is prepared, so everything is just ready to start the championship.
And since we are sitting just next to the stands, we need to also appreciate that the fans are ready, and the fans that came from different parts of Europe. Also to support the two teams which we will see in the upcoming clash, starting at in some 7 minutes. It's actually Spain, the winner of the previous year, and Romania, which is actually one of the freshly promoted teams. So what do you think we can expect from this game?
Well, I think the real favorite is Spain, because from a long time Spain is one of the biggest European countries in sevens, especially in women's rugby. I remember when I was player, so it's like more than 20 years ago. So even in that time, women in rugby, especially in sevens in Spain, were perfect, just on top of the European level. So we can expect very attacking game from the part of Spain. And Romania, we will see how they can defend. If they catch up the beginning of the game, I think the game can be interesting. If not, Spain can score some nice tries, so we will see.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, Spanish has a decent tradition in sevens rugby. Actually, why do you think it's so that actually Spain is so good in sevens? I mean, they are in particular good at the European level, but why sevens is so popular there?
So it would be a little bit on a deeper analysis, but just to say some principal things I saw when I was in Spain, etc. Normally Spanish players are very individually very well skilled. They are very clever as well, and as well. They are very quick players as well, not only by locomotory skills, but as well thinking. And as well, in the rugby 15s, it's very difficult to prepare the whole team in the same level, because you need not only 15 players, but you need like 23 players or more. In sevens, you need like just a small part of Europe. And as well, Spain is or was a very clever country, because they before the sevens entered to the Olympic Games. So just they had been preparing already to this event, so they spent a lot of energy preparing players, specialized players on rugby sevens, and now even from these seven skills, the rugby 15s in Spain is getting some fruits as well. So I think it was very clever approach, like more than 20 years ago in Spain.
Sure, so it's actually a result of a long-term work.
Yep.
It's not just a miracle overnight, and let's remind it, actually it was Spain that shocked France last time, or at least I would say it like this, because France was dominant in this girls category under 18 sevens for many years. Spain usually as a runner-up, but last year was actually different. Spain managed to win, and so I guess, do you think actually it's a big pressure for the team, or maybe rather motivation proving that it's possible actually to win.
Always, when you speak about the mentality of the athlete, so it's always more easily to prepare, to be concentrated when you win for the first time. To repeat it, it's always more difficult because, as you said, just the fans and everybody expects something more. Expect that you will repeat the same winning, etc., etc. So, and the real difference between just a winner and the real leader. So it's that the leader is able to repeat and repeat the 100% performance every match and every final. So we will see if for the Spain team would be more like a motivation to repeat it, or more they will be a little bit I would say nervous. So maybe the first game will show us something more.
Exactly. It will be a big test, and not only for Spain, but especially for Romania. Just to remind, Romania was not part of this top-level tournament last year. They were promoted from trophy together with Turkey, so now they are part of this elite group, and according to the coaching team from Romania, the objective is actually to finish on the 5th place. Ideally, now, just to remind, there are 8 teams, so that's the ambition of Romanian team, and they have one of the, let's say, most challenging competitors right from the beginning. Now we see the both teams already ready in the tunnel, preparing, because the game should start in some 2 minutes. So the weather is actually quite nice with respect to the fact that we are in the summer, right? A bit windy.
Yeah, it's a little bit windy, so I think it doesn't matter in the sevens because you don't kick so much, and if you kick, so it's more like a kicks like under the pitch, etc. So it's no problem as well. We are in the morning, so it's quite fresh weather as well. But we can expect that during the game, the weather will getting more and more hot. So we'll see. But this weekend should be hot.
And one more question, as you know this field very well, actually, from what I remember, this has been rather like a wet field, and now we have a lot of matches today from 9 to 9. And here, by the way, Portuguese referee Yara Fonseca, who will guide the girls in this match, is now being presented. So do you think it's an advantage to play actually early?
Yes, in these conditions, I think it can be quite good thing. But as well, you have to think about the biological like rhythm of the players, and not all the players are used to put like 100% of performance just at the 9 o'clock in the morning. So it requires a very special preparation just before the kickoff. It's not just like to go to make a warm up and then to play. So you have to prepare just before. You have to organize well when to wake up, etc., etc. So according to the weather, I think it's better. But according to the biological rhythm of the players, well, we'll see.
Sure, and for sure we will get to the preparation of the both teams that were managed, but let's now follow the action. So Spain started with a kickoff and then early knock-on. Now Romania had the ball, but there was a big pressure by one of the Spanish players. Yeah, it was with number 9, Isabel Rodriguez, who was very active, but another knock-on.
Yeah, what we could see, just it was very good defense, very good pressing from the side of Spain. It's something we will see a lot because defensive organization was perfect. They were always in the defensive block, and the Romanian players just were looking at another player that was just alone, so they were getting to under the pressure a lot. Yeah, another action, maybe the only solution Romania had, because they were under the pressure again, so just they tried to beat the defense by a kick, but the ball just finished in the under the touchline, so the ball is again in the hands of Spain.
Yeah, this is the first line out, well gathered by Carmen Watu. Spain is trying to proceed on the left side, and this might be the first try. But Romanians well defended. Last-ditch tackle. And here's the first try of the tournament. Martina Campos. Spain taking the lead of 5-0. So at the moment, no surprise.
No surprise. I think individually we could see that Spain is very well prepared just by speed and agility. The play with the ball, just were able to beat two defenders. So very well done. And then the last like action was very easy because the Romanian defense wasn't in one block, so there were like a lot of intervals and gaps. So Spain just used it. But what we saw as well during this sequence, it was that the passes wasn't very of a very good quality. It's not because of the players, but the pitch is very wet, so so the ball can be a little bit slippery.
Probably something which might evolve during the day as the field will get drier, but now again a big pressure, as you were commenting, from the Spanish side. Now Romania a bit desperately trying to get the ball, but Spain is very attentive.
Yeah, perfect defensive work of Spain, and a quick ball for them, but not prepare the organization. So we will see, but even by speed they were able to score a try. But we can highlight very good defensive work of the smallest block, I would say, defensive block, because always the tackles are made by two players, so they are making a lot of press on Romanian players, and they just don't. They are looking for the solutions how to manage this press from side of Spain.
Let's just add also the name of the try scorer, who was Daniela Vargas. Another kick was then attempted conversion by Daniela Vargas. Excuse me, Isabel Rodriguez was the name of the try scorer, number 8, and now another kickoff. Well, looks like that.
I just know
poor communication, or
yeah, exactly. Just nobody called for the ball. Everybody just were expecting that the ball would be caught by somebody else. So the ball is for Spain.
So first line out for Romania, and not really smooth. It was Spain that managed to get the ball first.
Well, very easy action from the side of Spain. Just the center who had the ball, so just she changed a little bit the channel, attacking the last player. So just she created a situation from the 2 against 2, 1 against 2 against 1, and that were very well used, and easy try for the winger afterwards.
Yes, we could have seen a second try from Isabel Rodriguez. And fast-paced winger who was scoring the try, actually with a big support from here, the Spanish crowd. Actually, at least so far, it seems that the Spaniards have a very good support here, feeling like at home. And again, the kickoff seems to be a bit challenging for the Romanian players. Now the ball is for the first time on the half of Spain. But Spanish team still keeps the possession, and they try to find the gap on the right side. Again, the slippery ball.
Yeah, maybe it would be a little bit problem to see more like offloads because really the pitch is very slippery, very wet. So, but for Spain, they don't need the offloads because they are able to manage all these situations just by footwork. So that's and they do it very well.
Exactly, and now they are leading by 17 points. We are close to the end of the first half, but still one more promising action. And One more try for Spain.
Yeah, perfect. Like two individual work from first from the scrum half, very well prepared an offload, and then a sidestep. It looks easy, but like behind all this work, it's a lot of trainings. But in this like part of the game, Spain is much better.
So no surprise after the first 7 minutes. The final try so far was headed by Carmen Watu. Again, conversion kick by Daniel Vargas, and now short break before the second half. So far quite clear dominance from Spanish side. We were just maybe a few seconds actually on the half of Spain. Actually, any way to come back from Romanians? Do you see some opportunities based on what we have seen so far?
It's a little bit difficult to say something. Well, in the sevens, you don't need to occupy the territory like in 15, so it doesn't matter so much that you are playing on your half, because maybe you can have more space, not only vertical but horizontal as well. Two spaces you can use, maybe a little bit kick, chip, something like this, and then try to use the speed, because I think. If we speak about the skills, I don't think Romania is able to manage the Spanish team, but maybe by speed they can have an opportunity. But the first thing is that they have to manage well the one of the main rugby principles going forward, and that principle is not too well like used by Romanians. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, one more actually thing which comes to my mind is possession, because Romania did not enjoy even to have the ball much. So let's see if there were some good advice coming from the coaching team led by Daniel Carpo. Now Romania, he will start the second half with a kickoff. And the second half is now about to start. But again, big pressure from the Spanish defense. We can see immediately the whole line is going forward. And that's, of course, very difficult to break through.
I think the problem of the Romanian team is that the attacking line is very flat and just one line, so they don't have another opportunity than to play individually or to pass the ball to one side or to kick. So not a lot like possibilities how to play.
Yeah, not like no surprise for the defense, right? It's easier to to defend.
Yeah.
Now it looks Romania tried to exploit the fact that there was no sweeper like ready on the back line, but Spanish girls are really fast, so they were first at the ball.
We can see how deep the attacking line of Spain is, so they can manage the time space situations, and then even now just they did a knock on, but we could see that it's a Spanish team who decides if they have to pass the ball, if they have to accelerate, or what they have to do. So they are not under the pressure. They are deciding what to do, and what to play. That's a big difference.
Still, even though they are dominant, they, as you say, basically lead the game and decide. A small issue happens from time to time. Here was a knock-on, so Romania will have a scrum in a very promising situation. Let's see how they will use this opportunity.
Yeah, we can see that the principle of going forward is it's clearly on the side of the Spanish team. So very well done defensive work.
And also very
Good tackle.
effective. Yeah, we saw several good tackles. One of them previously was by Daniel Vargas, again in action. And here's a race for the ball. So far, looks like that the Spain manages to get the position again, and now a counter-attack on the right side.
Just about the speed, and I think the Spanish player is enough quick to score the try.
This is Laura Jimenez, I believe one of the fresh players who came for the second half, and adding one more try to the Spanish team. So we were a little bit speaking during the halftime break about a possible comeback from Romania. Romania tried, but as you summarized it, there was not much surprising elements. Spain is really having the game under control, and it looks like, of course, still too early to say, but heading to the first victory. So maybe at this point I would remind what's the system of this competition. We have two groups of 4 teams. Actually, in the particular group where we see those 2 teams, we will see also Belgium and Germany. The first 2 teams are promoted to the semi-finals. The 3rd and 4th then going for the ranking playoff, which will take place tomorrow. In the second group, we will also see France, definitely team with the highest ambitions, then Czechia, the team which has been regular in the first place. But let's now follow again another try action by Spain.
Yeah, and just another mistake in the attack of Romania. A difference we can see as well. It's the quality of the passes of the ball, because the passes of from the Spanish side are more like quicker, and this is one of the elements that makes a pressure for the Romanian team, because the ball is spending too much time in the air. So maybe just a little bit to change this aspect, but it's easy to say than to do it. Yeah,
you're right. We have the, let's say, best angle to follow the game. We are sitting and in a calm place, so easy to say. Way more difficult for the players that are on the field. And again, when we saw the try, it was one of the next fresh player. We can see that there were a lot of substitution. I believe that the Spanish coaching team, which is led by Barbara Pla, has put all the fresh players inside so that they have a chance to show what they are capable of. And we see now one more try by Nura Roman Perez. Beautiful individual action.
Yeah, very nice, just faith and footwork as well. So again, individual work, 1 against 1. Yeah, it looks easy, but very well done. A quality individual action. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a beautiful dummy pass. Diana Wenzel, who was on the Romanian side, actually was surprised by that. And Spain is now leading 41-0, and we have about 1 minute till the end of this first opening match of the Rugby Europe Championship in Rugby Sevens girls under 18 category.
We could see what the windy weather can make, you know. So all the drop kicks are a little bit difficult to kick, because the ball is spending too much time in the air. Just the ball has to be dropped on the floor, so so the wind can change trajectory of the ball a lot.
Yeah, I believe you have plenty of this experience, as you've been a kicker yourself, so the ball and wind can be quite tricky. But in the meantime, we have another try, at least a second one from Carmen Watu. She's now taking time. There's no reason to hurry. Before that, one thing I wanted to ask you, Martin, is there was another, let's say, action from Romania, which was just kicked forward. Do you think it's more like that the Romanian players there were no idea what to do, how to surprise, or it was intention or other aspiration?
I think it's one of maybe the two possible solutions for Romania, just to gain some territory, to make the defense going rework a little bit. So maybe by a kick they could hope to make some like a break and chase the ball. Another solution could be a little bit to make the game a little bit not slower, but just to close the game a little bit, to play a little bit like South Africans, you know, to make a lot of rucks, you know, to make the pitch small and just recycle a lot the ball in the rucks, and to put the pressure on the defense by this side. But you have to be on the pitch on the half of your opponent. If you have to play like this from your side, it requires a lot of energy.
So this was the first game of the Under-18 Rugby Europe Championship for girls, 51-0. So a very good entry for the Spanish team. Spanish team who is defending the title from the previous year, from the previous tournament that took place in Bourgogne. Next, we will see, starting in about 4 minutes, possibly a more even game between Belgium and Germany. So remaining actually the pathway from the previous year. The two teams in the last year, as mentioned, it was just back then 6 teams playing. In 2025, Belgium ended up 4th and Germany 5th.
We saw the first game of European Championships under 18 girls. Savea, was it like an easy win for Spain?
We expected it to be an easy game because they came from a lower league, so we have like no fear of this match.
How did you enjoy it personally? Did you play well? Was it fun for you?
I was nervous at first, but I've enjoyed it so much, so I'm happy for this match.
How do you like the environment, the pitch and stuff around?
I think it's great. They have prepared it very good, so we're enjoying it also the place.
Muchas gracias y vamos.
I guess we can, Martin, expect a bit more, let's say, even game this time.
Yeah, I think we will see a very different game. There will be more contest, I think, and there will be maybe more position battle and very tight game, I would say.
Yeah, now we just see the lineups of the two teams, starting with the Belgium. And Belgium, just for the spectators, will today play in the traditional white, yellow jerseys, while Germany is in this, let's say, blue-colored jerseys. Here we see Catherine Ritchie from the Netherlands as the referee, and Belgium coming with a kickoff. So as the Spanish player in the post-game interview mentioned, it was very nervous. I guess the nervosity must be even tougher between those two sides, because it's a very important game, and this might actually decide whether the tournament will be success or not. Now Germany actually successful, a good side step on the left side, and this is the first try scoring opportunity. The Belgian defenders are trying to catch the runner, but it's too late and it's actually too high. Martin, is it penalty try or just a try?
No, I will say I think it seems that it's just a normal try, because the kicker is preparing to kick. So I think it's a normal try, not a penalty try. But very good action, individual action, and as well the game just from the beginning is played in a higher tempo than the previous game. So for the fans can be interesting as well.
Yeah, here we can see one more time from the replay. Very good individual work by German winger, who has managed to make a sidestep and then run from her own territory. Let's see if this player will last for the whole game. This had to be really exhaustive, but here we go again. And like you said, a very high pace, very high tempo. Germany still at the ball.
Very good kickoff, and maybe for the Germany, if the pressure would have been a little bit bigger, so even they could even play the ball and not just to receive the scrum. So, but very good kickoff, yeah.
Stand up. You bind on her, both of you.
So the first scrum of the game is about to take place.
Set.
It's with number 1, Clara Drake, who was feeding the ball in.
Just a little bit of time problem of timing. So that's all. The German team played in this sequence in this sequence a little bit quicker than they were managing the time conditions. So.
Bind. Set.
So this time the game will be restarted by the Belgium scrum, who is actually going backwards, but still managed to get the ball, and now there's opportunity, but the pass was not well received by the winger.
Yep.
Belgium still at the ball. So let's see how they will use this opportunity, but again, a bit of handling error.
Ball is there.
Good defense from the side of Germany, but but not in the but not the work in the ruck, because they were playing by with their hands, so that's forbidden again. But we can see that the Belgium team is getting under the pressure by itself, by the passing game. So that's something we can see the difference. And then Germany is able to maintain the pressure, to use the handling mistakes.
You can see how much backwards the Belgium team had to go, and now they're losing the ball with the knock-on. So very well done by Germany, right? A big pressure, good defense.
Yeah, very well used. All the mistakes from the side of Belgium as well. The Belgium attacking line or attacking players, they are just only standing on the spot and receiving the ball, just standing, not moving. That's a problem. Maybe the windy weather is creating more problems to Belgium side, because the wind is against them. Maybe that's possible. And as well, the slippy ball. We have mentioned that sometimes.
So another strong carry by the German team. German team at least looks so far as a way more physical, but there was a handling error, which has, at least for now, hold the German team from scoring another try. After 5 minutes, it's 5-0 for Germany,
Look if there is. Thank
and
you.
a Belgium
Mark.
scrum. So you have commented that actually Belgium needs to be a bit more creative to surprise the German defense, which has been so far very consolidated.
Yeah, exactly, because Germany, the German players are more like, they have more like initiatives in defensive work, in attacking play as well.
Just before
So
the ball was in.
yeah, so from my side, Germany is a better team so far.
Yeah, and the German team had a good preparation before this tournament. They had 3 camps together in March, April, June, and then also pre-tournament friendly games. At least to me, it seems that the team is,
Are you
they know quite well each other. They are well organized. And now they have at the 22-meter line of Belgium another line out.
Yeah, so this move were too flat, so creating problems for the team itself. So the defensive work of Belgium was quite like easier, and just they used it. But yeah.
Crouch.
Yeah, it was Emily
Bind.
Bauer with number 8, who was the scorer of the only try so far, who dropped the ball. But we can see that the German scrum is quite strong, causing issues to the distribution of the ball on the Belgian side. But here looks to be a bit more space. And now the Belgian team is approaching forward. This is a breakaway by Zoe Queen, who is pursued by the German player. But actually German 11 has given up, and this is the first try. It's now 5-5. Sorry, okay, it's actually 5-10. So well used opportunity.
Yeah, well used. The Belgium winger had a lot of space, as we saw. Just she's very quick, so she used well the footwork, a little sidestep towards forward, and then there were nobody to stop her. So very good individual work.
And just this one action has actually turned the score. I apologize for the confusion. I was confused by the graphics. It's now 7-5. So Belgium is leading after successful conversion kick. So we have a halftime now. For most of the first half, actually, Germany was leading, was dominant, but then that's rugby sevens.
Yeah, exactly how you said it. That's rugby sevens. Even in the 15th, the position and territory is not deciding everything. You can be leading in the position, you can be leading in the territory, but still you can lose the game. We can see, for example, All Blacks. It was a clear example of that, and the sevens are even bigger example of this. The most important thing is to defend well, to be organized, and then to use all the balls you can have to counter-attack. And if your counter-attack is so well done as the last action from the side of Belgium, we have seen just now, so you can score the tries. So that's it.
Anyway, it was a dramatic first half and a very good invitation for the second half, which will start in a moment. Here in the replay, we are having opportunity to see both tries. First opening try from Germany, and then the last minute try from the first half by Zoe Quinn. 2 individual actions, both on the sides. What do you think we can actually expect? What will decide in the second half on the winner?
It's a good question. What we said before the first half, we would expect a very tight game. I think it is. Maybe we can say that the German team is a little bit better because maybe it has like more positions, but we can see the result is very similar. The speed of the players is very similar as well. Maybe one aspect where the German has been better so far is a passing game, but maybe because they changed the side, so the German team can have or can face the problem with the wind going against them. So we will see.
The second half to be kicked off by German team. And as we said, this game is very important. If we consider, at least on the paper, Spain is the favorite for this, is expected actually to win this group. Romania, let's say, among the weaker teams, but then who gets to the semi-final will be likely the winner of this game. So that's why it's really crucial for both sides to succeed. Now Belgian team at the ball, finding the space on the left side from their side.
Good. No, leave it.
But in the midfield, the German defense is very solid. And the missed tackle, and this is another breakaway. This time by number 1, Arleke van der Scheuren. Belgium is extending their lead.
I think if I saw well, so there were an offload. So in sevens, not only in sevens, in the 15s as well, but in sevens when you can play 1 against 1 and you enter in the defense and then you make an offload. So it can be a very decisive aspect of how to beat the defensive line. So we have seen just now.
And what we also saw this time, it was not sidestep, it was like a massive fend off,
yeah,
hands off. But again, try on the wing.
Substitution number 6 out.
And despite what we have said, and it was very tight as you commented, but still Germany was a bit more dominant. So now Belgium is controlling the game, at least on the scoreboard, because now Germany actually, 1 try is not enough. And of course, the time will run very fast for the German team. So good tackle, but Martin, have you had a chance actually to see what happened? How come that Germany lost their position?
Yeah, it was just on the floor, battle on the floor in the ruck. So the German player with the ball didn't have quite support there. So just they lost the ball there, and then very good reaction of Belgian player. Yeah, it's what the Belgium is very good in the second half. They are very reactive, so they're able to steal the balls and then to exploit the opportunity they have making a counter attack. So yeah.
Here was a short break. We had a player, it was Julie Schrenk, who required some small medical treatment, but nothing serious. She's back on her feet and back in this group of players. Now, of course, Germany, they need some kind of meeting. They need to win this line out, actually, to consider still coming back to the game. They are deep in their territory, but as you have mentioned, in between the matches, this is not a territory game. Relatively surprising solution, at least to me.
Yeah, it's the easiest way how to gain some territory, but you have to regain the game. What Germany has just done.
Yeah, very well played and a few beautiful floats.
Yeah.
Germany has a momentum. There was a penalty against the Belgian team.
Time off.
It was a pity because, as you said, the momentum of the game was on the side of German team, and then just because the play with the ball, played the ball in front of the referee, so she had to stop the game. So just a pity for Germany.
Yeah, Clara Dreger-Günther will not end this game. Player with number 1, we've seen her in several actions. Important player so far for Germany, not continuing, replaced. And Germany decided to go for the scrum. Perhaps some 3 minutes to go, and they need to score at least 2 times, so time really ran out. But I believe that's not a fatal obstacle. Everything is possible, especially in the 7th rugby.
In this sequence, we could see that the defense, Belgium defense, was quite patient and well organized, and just they let Germany play, and then when they had the opportunity, just they did the press on the ball carrier and got the ball.
Yeah, here just a missed catch. This somehow breaks this action. German team needs to regroup and find another way how to use the ball. But now Belgium is very well on defense, but amazing hands off, and this looks to be the second try for Germany. And the German hope to win and come back is still alive. 3 minutes before the end, here's the second try. Now it's 12-10, and let's see. And the conversion is successful, so the game is again tight.
Belgium, number 1 out. Time off. Number 1, you can play now. Down and back to you.
Yeah,
So
again, very good individual like action, but not very well defended by the left Belgian winger, because her tackling position was too high, and then just handoff was very clear.
yeah, and if I was counting well, I saw actually even 3 Belgian players then who were very close to this attacking one. But despite that, a great individual effort and achievement by German winger, who managed to beat the opponent and then escape the remaining defenders. Amazing, and now it's 12-12. Yeah, very tight game, very dramatic, and we have last 2 minutes of the game. Let's see if either of the side will manage to come out as a winner. Again, it's a very important game for both teams. Possibly the winner of this game might be promoted to semifinals, and the loser just to the ranking games. Of course, many things can happen, but these are at least the paper expectations. And now a gap in the German defense. We can see that the German players, or I mean all of them, are quite tired. We are at the end of this first match of the 2 sides, and there seems to be some space on the left side from the Belgian side, but the German defense is so far disciplined.
Yeah, quite a nice sequence. What I really like the Belgium the approach of to the game from the Belgium side, because they alternate a lot. You know, they play wide game, they play a narrow game. You know, and they decide what type of game to use very well. So really, I like this kind of approach of Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah, and it gained a lot of territory. It was also very much exhausting. We can see it now, how many players are... Okay, so now it's just one who are really not able to stand.
Okay, Germany, substitution.
Even though it's just the first game, it's a really big test and maybe one of the biggest games for these players today.
Guys, water!
Yeah, because as we said, the quality is very similar. So yeah,
This will be last
uh,
play, okay?
that's maybe the most important game for both sides.
And we cannot say that either of them would clearly deserve the victory or deserve the lose. It's really a tight game and the details can impact. But it may also end up as a draw, which would mean that then, of course, the results from the other games would be crucial for potential promotion to the semifinals or just to the ranking game. But now Belgium has the advantage of the ball. Let's see if they will continue with their successful alternation and whether they will manage to surprise the otherwise well-organized German defense. But it was a good job.
Well, perfect call, I would say, in the defense on the ground. The play on the tackled player didn't release the ball, and the call was just a perfect, like a manual. Yeah. So good ball for Germany.
We are getting to the second minute of the extra time. Still no rest, and I believe that both sides, they want to play it till the very end, as long as it is possible to claim the victory. But here's still one more substitution on the Belgium side. Might be some minor injury with number 11. It's Zoe Quinn, the scorer of the first Belgian try. The girl who shown us a great sprint over more than a half of the field, is now going off the field, being replaced by a bit fresher pair of legs. However, it's Germany who will have the advantage of the scrum. So far it was a good discipline of Germany, if I remember right. German has been a bit stronger, even though scrums are not as important as is in the 15 side.
It is quite important, because if you have your scrum, so they have a lot of space everywhere, 3 players for like 70 meters of the pitch, and then if the scrum is going forward, so it's difficult for the opponent team to get out of the scrum and to join the defensive line. So it can be this aspect can be decisive. Maybe we need just one break.
True. There can be many phases, but in the end it can be only one action that can decide.
Exactly.
So German team plays with hands, of course. Any kick might... This can be the last ball they have in this game available. But here comes the support a bit later. Well done by the Belgian tackler.
Yeah.
And we can see it was with number 4, Margot Jonker,
What do you want? You take it quickly?
who managed to stop
You either take it quick.
and get the ball for Belgium.
Go. Belgium, speed up.
For a moment I was thinking if there might be some kicking ever, but it's too far, right?
Yeah, it's too far. Just I had this idea as well.
You would maybe kick it, wouldn't you?
Maybe 20 years ago.
Now actually the legs needs to be really heavy. We are playing 4 minutes overtime. But this is the action. This is the action you were mentioning. One action that will decide, and Belgian team is, I would even dare to say, luckier one. Both teams showed a great performance. Tight game, but at the end Belgium is winning this very important game.
Yeah.
Martin, your emotions, expressions from this game.
My emotions, yeah, the both teams deserved to maybe to win the game, but even I don't like this expression in the sport that you deserve something or not. But I think it was very tight game. Both opponents were very similar, and just more efficiency from the side of Belgium. 3 tries, and it's the game decides by the points scored. So that's it. But I think we have enjoyed a lot this game, a very tight game. We saw a lot of different type of approaches, how to play. So I think it was very good quality game.
Definitely very entertaining game. I believe the audience which came here to Ricany had to enjoy, both from actually German fans and Belgian fans. They are both, of course, Germans. They had it a bit closer, but in the end, from their point of view, unfortunately, it was Belgium team which won. So that was we saw 2 games from the Pool A. It was Spain that managed to beat Romania, as it was expected, and then in this very tight game, Belgium managed to win over Germany. Now we will see the first out of 2 games from the second pool. In the first one, we will see a very traditionally strong side from France in traditional navy blue jerseys against Turkey. Turkey, similar to Romania, they were not part of this tournament last year. They managed to get promoted. And the game is underway.
Yeah, the European country of rugby, France, what we can see. So just enjoy the French game. We will see. I think it's a big favorite for this game. But look, for the Turkish girls, just they are not afraid and they just try to attack. So yeah.
Yeah, you commented French are expected to reach the highest ranks. To remind, they were traditionally winning this tournament, except for the previous year, where Spain managed to win. And when we had a chance to ask the coaching team, so the answer of French on what are the objectives for the tournament, the answer was clear. We hope to get revenge against Spain and win.
But what you have seen is just so far, very good game from the side of Turkey. Just they didn't open the game too much. Maybe that's how a way how to play. But now we can see a counter-attack of France and the try with just 50 meters action.
Yeah, a deadly counter-attack, but I share with you the sympathy for Turkey in the first minute. They were not shy. No. They launched a full attack, but here we saw the French efficiency, and I think this is what I at least personally expect, that they will be waiting for the opportunity and then like brutally punishing.
But we could see as well that the France is not unbeatable, because in the first minute, the Turkish girls played very well, so they were able to even break the defensive line in the center of the pitch 2 or 3 times. So yeah, so very well done from that side.
Yeah, and then another short kickoff by France. Of course, not a fatal thing, but not pleasant.
It's a really very important, like I would say, like mistake, because the kickoffs in the rugby sevens are very important. How you can contest for the ball, to receive the ball, and maybe to use a counter attack, because the organization of the opponent team is not on place. So it's a pity for the kicking team.
So here another Turkish.
The Turkish girls in the center of the pitch are very well. The number 12, I like her a lot. She's very strong. She accelerates a lot. Very well, like footworks. But again, efficiency.
French efficiency.
French efficiency.
Exactly. Here it was with number 7, Mado Bidar Dashari, who scored a second try.
Okay.
And also this time the conversion was successful. It was by Luan Pichon, number 8. 12-0. And now I'm quite interested about the third kickoff, if that will reach the 10-meter line. But again, sympathetic effort from the Turkish side. You named it really well. Very good capability to accelerate on the small space. And also strength. I mean, they are not really reverted by the French defense, right? They are managing to go forward. And here, even surprising, the French defense.
Well, it's number 12. She's really well, and she reads well the situation. She saw that the defensive line wasn't on their spot, and just she ran very well.
Yeah.
But again.
Yeah, the history keeps repeating. Third try by the French team, who is now getting more and more into the comfortable lead. 17-0 at the moment. Quick counter-attack and this time also the kicker, Luan Pichon, is maintaining her form and hitting the post, between the posts.
Yeah, very good situation. Just well used. Two against one, easy one. But I would say really the Turkish play. I like them individually because they are very quick, explosive. So individually, but maybe the problem is the collective work, how to play collectively. But like on the individual aspects, they are really perfect. And in this action. The Turkish defender, just were doing everything she could just to give more time to her teammates to come to her to help her a little bit to defend, but nobody came. But anyway, well defended. I think she did everything she could. 2 against 1. It's always quite easy.
And the game has been again restarted by a kickoff. Let's now see the skills of Turkish team again, and again few more meters. It was not really 7 style, a bit more closer to the 15, but as we can see, it's a successful, at least Turkish team is moving forward. Pick and go. Now again in action we can see number 12, Kartal, one of the key players from Turkey so far, but we can see the skills also elsewhere. Martin, you look like you can't believe.
Yeah, this the number 1, the footwork, how she accelerate, stops, and so just very explosive. You could see just 2 players she were able to beat. Yeah, the Turkish players they are very good in the narrow channels. They are really dominant in all the contacts, etc. But maybe the problem is how to join this individual work and just to exploit it collectively. Maybe to play more in the space. So that's creating a little bit problems for to this team, but individually and in narrow channels, they are playing really well, and the French defense is in problem. So, yeah.
Yeah, it will be definitely interesting to see how the Belgium and Germany will benchmark with Turkey. So we can expect they are not as strong as France. Yep. Actually, Turkey can be a bit unexpected challenge because what they are showing is really something that the fans here in Ricany have to enjoy. In the meantime, we had a short break. At the moment, we can see two Turkish players. Hira Uzun with number 7 and Melike Türkaya again ready to join another attacking wave by the Turkish team. Turkey is now maintaining possession for several minutes. Again, more say physical effort.
Yeah, and just they manage very well all the ruck situations as well. So yeah, in the narrow channels are really good. I would say that maybe in this tournament, as far what I have seen, Turkey could be like a black horse, as we say in Czech language, you know, on this tournament, because individual ruck situations, narrow channels, they are really the tackle very dominant. Really, I like these players.
I would maybe a bit speculated that perhaps this can be also a good tactics for France. If they would play the same style as France play, I guess it would be way tougher. So they have their own recipe.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's been some time since France scored a try, and looks like that with a French try we will also end the first half of this game.
Yeah, it's just the experiences of the French players, and as well the game is not only played by the physical aspects like speed and explosivity and strength and power, etc., but as well the game is more played in the head, so it's like cognitive play, and we can see that the French teams know what to do in every situation when they have the opportunity. Just they use it exploit it perfectly without any mistakes. So yeah, on the cognitive side, the French team is much more higher than Turkish team, but we have to recognize that.
Right. Now short half-time break. So last try scored by number 12 Luis Franco. A player from Colomiers, who actually started playing rugby because of her brother. So hopefully he's actually now watching his sister, how she's doing here in Ricany, being among the try scorer of the first French game. For sure for France, this is a mandatory victory. They have only the highest ambitions, they cannot have anything else, and so far they are succeeding. No points allowed. But again, and we've praised multiple times the Turkish team, and we really need to declare their respect. They are showing really well.
Yeah.
One information important is that this first block of girls tournament is going to end with the next match, where we will see also the home team from Czechia that has been getting the bronze medals for the last 4 years of these tournaments. And in their first encounter, they will meet Poland. So this is just a small teaser, the game which should start according to the schedule in some 7 minutes, but I believe we are a little bit behind because we had this dramatic game between Germany and Belgium that got a bit longer. So maybe starting with a few minute delay.
I want them to play.
So Martin, second half, how you are so far enjoying this tournament? Actually, what were your expectations and how they have been met so far?
It's always very nice to see how the game develops, and as well in different categories, and I can see that every year the quality of the game is higher and higher. So yeah, just I enjoy it. Very nice weather, so that all the teams they can play really, and they can show what they're able to do. So they are not obliged to adapt on the weather situation. So really, we can see what they can, and what they can do on the pitch, and we can see the differences between the styles as well. So yeah. Just time-space aspects very well used. Yeah, just in the basketball, you would say pass and run. Just that principle was done perfectly by the French players.
Exactly. Another try for France. Here the player was still waiting, gathering some time, waiting for, let's say, at least some pretended effort from Turkey to follow the ball, but very well. Let's say the line was broken by very good combination. Turkey has been so far definitely stronger when attacking. Do you think it's so that they are really so much better in attack than in defense, or is it about the French offense which is just so effective?
It's both things, I think, because when you attack, so you can rely more on the individual skills. When you defend, you need the organization. Without the organization in defense, you are just like a dead player. So that's why it looks like that the French team is stronger in the attacking line, but you have to be well organized in the defense. It's not only about the dominant tackles, but it's more about the organization. Where to press, where not to press, how to play with the space, or to press the ball, or to press the space, etc. So and this kind of aspect, it's what we mentioned as well. It's the cognitive game.
Now one of the few actions where the French players try to get through the middle, to use more rather the strength than the footwork, but well retain the ball from the French side, and they are then trying again one-on-one on the left side, but the ball was lost.
No, really, I would repeat it again and again, but individual, I like the Turkish players a lot. Even in the defense, we can see that all the tackles they are made very well. One against one, it's quite dominant tackles and well done. Always getting in the cylinder. So individually, well done, but maybe the problem is that it's one tackle after another tackle, but the organization, the real organization, it's not there. So it's more like it's easier for French players to maintain the position of the ball, but individually, the French said chapeau, and I said it as well. Just head down, really.
Come out the tunnel, guys. It's just come out the tunnel. Make sure you don't have your foot up, okay?
The scrum will be restarted. The referee was not happy, by the way, how it was performed.
Please.
Fed by number 4, Bertil Gilsen. One more attempt.
Fine. Sit.
Series passes onto the left, and we can see how fast the French defense is, right? There was no space. The French defenders were ready. And a small handling mistake.
Yeah, a little bit like knock-on when taking the ball from the rack.
So French team is also starting well in their campaign to revenge against Spain. If I will quote the French team. By the way, the French is led by the same coaching team like it was the last year. And one interesting thing actually is that behind several of the French under-18 girls titles was also Mr. David Kurtex as a head coach some years back, who is, and that's the fun fact, interesting fact, is now actually working for the Czech rugby. Trying to lift especially the 15 men's side, and in my opinion at least it brought fruit. But now coming back to this game where France is leading by 38 points. So far Turkish team not able to get behind the goal line, but as mentioned many times, they definitely prepared some of the good surprise moments, but here's the time actually for France. So again, beautiful action. They found the gap.
Yeah, very well done. She ran like around the organized defensive block, so created the situation from 2 against 2 to 2 against 1. Very well done by speed to the space. So well done.
The try was scored by number 6, Alice Durand from Racing. Well-known French club. And by the way, also she, as we can now follow her, was brought to the game by her brother. Seems to be as a good way how to get girls into the rugby who will then represent successfully on the national level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice kickoff, and it was knocked on by the Turkish defense, so France can continue to control the game. And now, what a strength carry, and well, beautifully done. I mean, I especially appreciate, like, we could see how she was waiting. The ball was prepared in the hand, ready for a flow, just waiting for the support.
It's how important it is to be able to pass just one hand, because as you said, Jirka, just she had a lot of time in the contact, the ball in one hand, just maintaining the ball far from the defender and waiting for the possibility to pass the ball, and she did it afterwards. So yeah, it's very important to be able not to pass classically, but more by one hand in different positions, etc. Because it's exactly this kind of action that makes the difference. We can see how with one hand just maintaining the opponents far from the body, and in other hand just maintaining the ball and looking for the opportunity to pass the ball. So perfectly done.
Exactly, excellent multitasking. But of course, I'm joking, as the players have it definitely automated. And France is earning their first, as I would say, mandatory, but we need to definitely show big respect to the Turkish team. As you mentioned, could be a dark horse of this tournament. Let's see how they will play against Poland and Czechia, which are the next opponents in this Pool B. Again, first two teams are getting promoted. The other two are actually going into the ranking semi-finals.
Do you hear me? Yeah, I've got whoever's talking.
And as we commented already, we are in a slight delay, so there is no big gap between the matches. And the first time we'll see the Czech team is now going to start. And with that, we will actually switch into the Czech language, as this match is going to be covered on the Czech national TV. Takže krásné, dobré dopoledne všem fanikám a fanouškům rugby. Po několika letech se do České republiky vrací mistrovství Evropy juniorek v sedmičkovém rugby do dívek, tedy do 18 let. České hráčky v posledních 4 letech dokázaly vždy z mistrovství Evropy přinést bronzové medaile.
Wide or close? Yeah. 12, here come. Just another step out. There, thank you.
Ne, my jsme byli pryč, takže...
Left again. Stay behind. Leader, back, fine now. Tackle, no hands, back. Release. Fine, we'll play. No, stay. Hold there. Hold! Side. Here. No, lost that red, no! Back, try line. Leave it, Busa. No! First player's got the ball. Release! White, that's lost. Hold back. Just on me. When you're ready. Stay behind. Advantage over. Thank you. Substitution Czechia. That's half time. Okay. Guys, that'd be half time? Yes. Guys, 10 seconds on the kick. Managing space really, really well. I can hear you a lot, which is good. They're responding a lot more. She's that one winger. For me, on that one, she was just on side. She didn't step early. She's just setting right on the mark. We've you've spoken to her. We've given a penalty against her, so she knows the margins that we're looking at. If she wants, yeah. So yeah, I mean, playing both teams playing wide, so just keep on it and just keep managing that outside. Okay. I'll keep an eye. I haven't seen it, but yeah, fine. Sure. All good. You'll be in it. Okay, just wait for my whistle, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Red, good! Timing right! You gotta get your hips round first. Release the ball, fine. Never on the ball, lost that white. No hands wide, lost. Go. Now? Yep. Substance. Number 10. Number 10, white out. Okay, she's just coming your way. Is that it? Any more subs? U7 injury anyway. Are you okay? Yeah? Okay. All good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Time is on. Time's off. Okay, we'll go from now. Time is on. Nice and close, guys. Crouch! Fine! Hold there. Set! No hands, Fred! Lateral, lateral! Back we go! Release, Fred! Release! Advantage over!
A číslo 12 přináší další podbor, 6. výzva. Tak 22-0.
White. White have substitution. Okay, who's on? 2 and 5. Subs 2 and 5. White 2 and 5. I've got 2 and 5. All is good. Okay. Which way are you kicking? Okay. Time is on. Okay. I need a release. Back we go. Off the front, play on! Substitution, Czechia. Substitution. Number 12. Is it red? Red, yes. Okay. Sub 12. 12. Yeah. Stop call. Push. Lost now, right, white. Tackle the hand.
¿El micro? Ahora mismo me están escuchando los que están... Sí. Sí.
Okay, always coming early, and then it's gone out the tunnel. Back we go. Just here. Back we go. Substitution, Czechia, substitution. Yeah. Always backwards.
Ah, yo también.
Backwards and bounce forward. We get it. Still playing scrum advantage. Time is yours. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, 7. Fine now. No. Ball's available. She's not got hands. You're a player. Let's go. Backwards. Careful. Hold quick, close in two. Okay, let's go. Yeah? Scrum. Substitution, Czechia, substitution. Okay. Number 14 out. That's okay, that comes when we're setting the scrum. What, are you injured? No, we need you supporting your body weight. I'll keep it down. Keep it closer, please. Guys, we need another one. We need 3. Crouch. Bind. Set. There, 9. 9. Good. Flat. No hands. Need you to clear release. That is time.
A tohle se máme dohráno zápas na zemskou organizační Slovenskou, čili 27 a po 13 minutách. Today is the finish of the match. The Czech Republic win 22-0. A my se můžeme těšit na první utkání mužské části turnaje kategorii U18, kde nastoupí, pokud to dobře vidíme, Francie, Slovensko, ale to ještě možná budou. A bude to být první mužská část Francie a Turecku, je to first match of men's part of this tournament between France and Turkey.
For the Rugby Europe Championship Under-18 tournament of boys. Welcome. We are after the block of 4 games from girls. So far, quite entertaining rugby that we've been observing here together with Martin Kafka, former Czech international. Martin, how have you been enjoying, and what do you actually expect from the upcoming game between French and Turkish boys?
No, now just to first part of your question, I would say I have been enjoying a lot. We have seen 4 matches so far from women's sevens rugby, perfect games, and now we are going to watch the game where we are going to watch the team from the Olympic champions country, France. So just my expectations, so the highest.
Yeah, exactly, you've named it, and the French team is the one which regularly is actually winning even this under-18 tournament. It's a team of Olympic champions, as you mentioned, so definitely very high expectations. And against them is Turkey. We've seen actually similar, in the girls section we also had France against Turkey. Turkish team was very positive surprise, very well individually equipped. So I guess the bar is a bit high for Turkish boys as well.
Yeah, because as we see, the French team is really well prepared. They put a lot of energy to develop the sevens in France. Not so long, because I remember that like 10 years ago, the French sevens national team wasn't so important as the 15 side, but winning the Olympic Games now the switch has been done quite big, and now we could see the first try. Just an acceleration of the game, just to exploit the space on the left side of the pitch from the French side, and very easy solution for the French team.
Opening points of this tournament scored by Ilian Sonko-Basing. Following conversion was not between the 3 posts, so the score remains 5-0. But France is showing that they aim for the highest ranks. One more thing which is worth adding is that the system of this tournament is a bit special and different from last year, but let's come back to it after the section.
No, in one of the women's game, just we mentioned the importance of the kickoffs, and now we could see exactly about what we were speaking. If you kick the ball quite high and you can compete, respectively contest the ball in the air, so just it's a big weapon for the attacking team to contest the ball, regain the ball, and score a try, because the defensive life is not well organized, and if you are able to use your speed, no problem. And as well, in that kind of action, there was a quite big difference between the heights of both players.
So even the second try was scored by the same player, Ilian Sonko-Basing, and attempted conversion not successful. But again, here we have actually the kicker of the team with number 9 distributing the ball and then continuing himself, trying to find the gap. And this is amazing, the speed of the game.
Tackle, rock! Ball is out, ball is out!
But very well spotted by the Turkish player. The ball was out of the ruck and available to play. So now one of the first sequences performed by the Turkish team. They're trying to find a gap.
Stay. Lost now.
Going back to the right. Fast footwork. Again, French team well prepared for in the defense.
Taking a 9. Over the rock. Taking a 9. Front hold.
Continuing with the scrum.
So if we compare this game again to the game of the women's rugby, so we mentioned as well that the Turkish girls were very well prepared individually, footwork, speed, explosiveness. But in this side, French players are much better in these aspects.
However, when you were saying it, as it usually happens, something breaks the rule. This time it was Bilal Alemdar who managed to get some 50 meters with a very solid run. Ultimately, he was stopped by the French defense.
Come Turkey.
And again, scrum. But Turkish team managed to get actually to some 23 meters from the French goal line.
Yeah, well done from the side of Turkish team. French defensive line didn't have enough time to get on your position, so some mistakes in the racks. So well done by Turkey.
Release, blue, release.
Now heavy pressure. Turkish players maintain the ball.
Stay back.
So we can see that the French team is actually not contesting the racks, right? It looks like that they are just waiting for the mistake by the opponent.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. The impression I have, so they concentrate themselves more on the organization in the space. Maybe the aim is something strategically the coaches will know, but we can see that it's only 1 against 1, and then defensive organization in the space. But individual stolen the ball, and by speed, no problem.
Yeah, that was a great individual effort. Gaspar Laharok. Excuse me if my pronunciation is not on spot, but it's the player who actually managed to get the ball and ultimately scored a try. So winning the 3rd try for France at the end of the first half of this game. Similarly to what we already said in case of the girls, France, big favorites. The game against Turkey is a base of must-win. And actually, and now I'm coming back to the rules and to the system of this tournament. There are 3 pools of 4 teams, and to the semi-finals are promoted only the best 4 teams. So after these pools are played, so all the teams are gathered together into one table, and the best 4 are being promoted to the semi-finals.
Again, the Turkish team has to react a little bit strategically, because the right part of the pitch from the side of French team, so always the heights of the players are much bigger, so it's just they are contesting the balls in the air very easily. So something has to change in the organization, defensive organization, to receive the kickoffs. But as well, if I can come back a little bit to the idea, just we spoke about the no pressing a lot the ball carriers from the side of French defense. I would say as well in the 7th, it's very important that one player can individually manage all the things in his individual interaction space. So one player has to be, if one player is able to manage the situation, so the others they can be using the spaces, and they can creating more opportunities to defend or to attack, to continue attacking. So it's exactly when you are able to use only one player in that space, so always better for maintaining the continuity at attacking or in the defense, to cover all the spaces around the pitch. And now we can see that the French team is doing that very well, and as well the French defense is not getting under a pressure, a big pressure in like narrow channels. So it's enough to have them only one player. And now we can see some repetitions of the tries of the French team. So we will see what the reaction will be from the side of the Turkish team, because especially from the kickoffs, so they are getting under a big pressure. So they should maybe change the position organization of the players to be able to contest the ball in the air. Even it's a little bit windy, so the French team is able to put the ball in the air, to hang the ball in the air and contest it. So we'll see. So the second half will start in a little while. The kickoff is on the side of the Turkish team.
France?
Everything is prepared, and we will see if in the Turkish game has changed something. Perfect and high kickoff, but not contested. A little bit pity.
Back out.
Yeah, well read the situation, because all the defense just switched a lot to the right side, so the French attackers just changed the direction and got into the interval, and just he lost the ball, but very dangerous situation that could have been a try.
Yeah.
Onder. Johannes, onder.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Czechia is continuing with the attacking play on the right side.
Release. Stay back.
It's really great to see the Turkish team is not giving up. They are trying their best against very strong French side. But we can see it's amazing how actually France is able to regroup and defend.
Yeah, because we can see the position of the players, how they can maintain the defensive line, how they can use the time aspects in the space, just perfectly done. And as well, the Turkish attacking line doesn't press a lot, but the managing where to press, how to press, or just to occupy the space from the French side. It's really nice thing.
And this performance has been crowned by a beautiful try by Gilles Vermeulen. By the way, player who's from Clermont-Ferrand, and if we look at the teams which are represented in this French national team, it's really the top. We got Stade Toulousain, we got Bordeaux,
Number 9, you're off.
Bayonne, and many others.
Wait.
So it's a really generation of players which
Give him to exit.
whom definitely will have ambitions to play at the Olympics as well as their older peers, let's say.
Yeah, the wind that's going against the kicker, always a problem when you kick with the right leg to the right side, so sometimes it can happen exactly what we have seen just now.
Coming from the side.
Yes, wind actually, if we think about those
All good.
how to say, natural factors. So as the sun is shining and the field should not be as wet as in the very beginning, but the wind still prevails. And now here's another beautiful combination, a series of offloads, and it's Roman Delample who will also add his name onto the scoring list.
Here's the mark. Okay, here's the mark. Number 4, Turkey out.
The French team is very strong individually. They are able to manage all the situation just by one player. So they all the sequence they maintained the principle going forward, and then in one situation handoff from the attacking player, he got into the interval and then nobody was in front of him. So yeah, perfectly done, and individually they are really very strong, and perfect kickoff, very high. It was very hang in the air, and look what problems the Turkish team has to regain the position of the ball. So yeah, perfect kickoff.
Yeah, we exactly saw the issues and the knock-on. There's still some substitution. Now I'll zoom out a little bit, and as we were commenting, there are 3 groups, 3 pools that will be played today, and France, except for Turkey, they have also Portugal and Lithuania. Those are their opponents. those are the teams that they will still meet. Actually, Portugal is a big name, but for some reason in under 18 they are not performing as well. At least if we for example look at the results from the last year, so they ended up sixth, so they were beaten by Czechia.
You can play.
Okay. Time back on.
And like commented, when you are first in the pool, you are promoted, and then the first of the second teams will get as well. France will not play for a chance. They will definitely want to win everything to get promoted from the first spot. Oh, what a tackle.
First man off his feet. First man.
It was just a penalty kick because not releasing the ball on the ground. So France has held the ball. But from the side of a Turkish team, I saw a little bit maybe like a crocodile. So, but it wasn't done on 100%, but it was just on a limit side, I would think. But I would say, but
a warning sign for them.
Yeah.
Yes, Crocroll is banned for some year already, and I think could avoid it with a yellow card if observed.
Please, set up, please.
So definitely that we saw just so far one yellow card during today's, as mentioned. So there is a girls and boys tournament as well. Only so far the Czech girls team earned one, and when you need to play just with 6 players, even actually in full, it's quite much. Exhaustive. You need a lot of energy in that 14 minutes, and when you're losing one of your teammates, that makes it quite a horror.
Go here, boys. Up, please. Boys, up, please.
Anyway, Martin, I guess that so far this game is maybe following the expectations. France leading.
Yeah, France leading. In all the aspects, France is just better. So for the Turkish team, it can be like a good challenge, but just to see how they can compete with one of the best teams in Europe. So that's it. For France, I think the most important thing as well is not to use too much energy maybe, and I think they have the game under his control.
Definitely under control. The scoreboard is confirming that it's 39-0 at this moment. Maybe we'll see one more try or one more action, and here's one more replay. Yeah, beautiful combination.
Again, a very high kickoff, perfectly done. We can see the number 10 is going to the air, but didn't get the ball. But even that, Turkish just has regained the ball. Turkish players, but the defensive line of France were too high. So, so in the offside situation.
Substitution, Turkey.
So
Number 6 out.
Substitution, time off. 6 out, Turkey.
But Turkey is replacing a player.
Yeah, one more player will have experience from this game against France.
Time back on. Here's the mark, please.
By the way, one interesting thing in French coaching team is that they had, there are, like I would say, many of the clubs have the same coaching team for years. Some changes took place in France because they are now benefiting from the experience of top 14 coach, so the highest French division in the Rugby 15.
First man.
So not releasing the ball from the side of the Turkish team, so the France can play the ball from the penalty kick, and they exploit that opportunity.
Gilles Vermeulen with number 1, and another French try, possibly the last one, as long as the stopwatch that we have available is correct, and it is. The referee of this game, Luca Lerotic, has just ended the opener of the Rugby Europe Championship Rugby Sevens for under 18 boys, with a big win by France against Turkey. Quite much expected. And by that, actually more interesting could be, more tight, more balanced could be the next game, which is between Portugal and Lithuania. Should start in a few moments.
Exactly what we were saying as well before. In rugby 15s, we couldn't see the game France against Turkey. It wouldn't be possible because of the quality, because of the health of the players, etc., etc. But in sevens, it's very possible. The game is quite similar. So the players, they can compete each other. So good.
Yeah. And now let's enjoy an interview.
France, Turkey 39-0, and Gaspard Lahare from France. Gaspard, how was the game? Is it good entry for France now?
The start of the game is difficult. The Turkey was most intensity, and in the second time, the French team do most intensity and for win the game.
How did you enjoy the game? And you scored a try. How was it?
My try is I recoup the ball with a shoot with the foot, and I go to try.
Okay. Merci beaucoup. Yeah.
So that was an interview with one of the French players by our colleague Petr. And in the meantime, the next game between Portugal and Lithuania has started. Portugal is playing in this game with red jerseys, Lithuania with green. And so far, both sides are just testing each other, no points yet. Lithuania is carrying the ball. So both of the teams are actually from the same pool as France and Turkey. And very likely these two will compete for the second place, because it will be, of course, very difficult to beat France. But now Lithuania with a kick, and will they be successful in regaining the ball? They actually were. So far Lithuania still at the ball. It looks like that Portugal has a similar approach to France, right? They are not really contesting the rucks, they are waiting for the mistake by the opponents.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if you play on the territory of your opponents or on your territory. So in sevens there's a lot of space everywhere. So you have to keep good occupation of all the spaces. And if you use a lot of press on the ball carry, so you need 2 or 3 players. So the 2 players, you are missing 2 players somewhere else, you know. And in the sevens, you can score a try by 80 meters very easily. So it's why it's very important that the one player is able to manage that, like his like individual interactions space. And yeah, that's what the Portugal is doing just now. And we could see that they regain the ball and they can attack. So to be patient, waiting, to be well organized, and to press where you really can regain the ball.
And here, this tactic actually made sense. So we can see the first try. It looked like the player with number 2, Vasco Almeida, is the first try scorer. If we would rely on the history as some kind of predictor for this game, so we can expect tight encounter, because it was 6th and 7th team from the previous championship, which took place in France during the last year. In their final games, Portugal, as mentioned, lost to Czech team, and Lithuania managed to beat Switzerland. That's also why they were ranked and seeded in the same game. But it's Portugal that began actually better. I'm quite surprised I see, or maybe I'm just seeing one player, number 1 on Lithuania's side, who seems to be really strong, big and physical. Now we can see him in the action as he was lifting his weight and very successfully. And there's a space for the Lithuanian player number 11. But the action has not been concluded with the points. It's Portugal in the counter.
Yeah, so the Lithuanian team didn't exploit well the space, but there were like 3 players against 2, maybe 1 player. But it was this player who is just attacking, so missing a little bit of speed, so he didn't help the players. So the situation, the 3 against 1, was like 1 against 1. It's why the Lithuania didn't exploit that opportunity. So it's not only about to be big and strong, but we have to be quick as well, because if not, and if you are not able to maintain the intensity in moving on the pitch, you are playing 1 player less.
At least Lithuania still maintains possession. Now there was a penalty against Portugal for offside, and it looks like that they will kick for a touch.
Yeah, against the wind, not well kicked, so Portugal has a very good opportunity to counter-attack.
Yeah, at least this is what we clearly see from the general tent. Easy to say. Well, so far it's tight, but not that many try-scoring opportunities. We are getting closer to the end of the first half.
Yeah, we can see, or we could see so far, like a lot of individual battles, even on the floor. So the continuity hasn't been maintained a lot. So maybe it's why we haven't seen a lot of breaks so far.
But here's a try coming for Portugal. Francisco Carito. So now Portugal has some breathing space at the end of the first half. Definitely better entry into the game. They were also a bit more, let's say, holding their opponents on their own half. But like you commented many times, this is not territory game, this is not position. It's about the points.
But as well, if you have the territory and then you can exploit like a situation, what we saw just now, just you accelerate in the gap. So afterwards you don't have any other possibilities how to defend it, because you are scoring to try. So it's to play on the opponent's half has some benefits as well.
Yeah, definitely at least psychological, right? But here's an interception. And this is going to be the 3rd try. And it's again Francisco Carito, player from Portuguese club Académica. By the way, a keen surfer in his leisure time. And a player who, as he actually was sharing, played several games for the senior club, and earned several most valued player awards. So maybe a player we will see quite a lot still during this tournament, and maybe not only that. Here we see the replay and quite an easy catch. Right, it looks like that actually the offloading player did not really see him coming, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And as we can hear the music, this signs that the first half is over. So teams with a similar ranking, but already 3 try difference between them. Do you see some way back for Lithuania?
They are trying to maintain the position and looking for some opportunities. But what I see as well, that the more they play in like 6 players, because you need when you enter into a gap, then other players, they have to like converge to accelerate the game, etc. And these aspects from the point of Lithuania, I didn't see in the first half. So and it's more, we have seen as well more like the Portuguese players playing in the defense. Or in the middle of the defense, trying to create at least something in the defense, but Lithuania is playing always like in front of the defense, so it's difficult. First of all, you have to get into the defense, and then you can try to make a break. But maybe some kind of these aspects to change. Lithuania tried as well to kick once to the space. It didn't bring anything to the team, so we'll see. Maybe to get to look for the spaces or intervals more than in the first half.
Yeah, let's see if there was some kind of advice coming from the Lithuanian coach. Whoa.
It was a nice, perfect kickoff and a perfect catch-up as well in the air. But again, Lithuania is playing in front of the defense, so they caught the ball in the air. So a very good opportunity to exploit that the momentum. You go forward. The defensive line is not on place; is getting back, etc. And Lithuania got the ball in front of the defensive line.
So they don't use it. They are, let's say, more waiting, and now they have even a gap in the defense. And this is another try, another counter-attack, try number 4 by Mateusz Cunha. Well, one step more difficult for Lithuania to come back, and this just confirms your words. By the way, Lithuanian team has claimed that when asked about their ambition, what plays they would be happy with, so they would be happy only if they perform their best in every game. They don't fix themselves on some match. Process orientation, we can say.
Yeah.
But I guess they will need to search further in the coming games. This is not the best one, at least. So let's see now, quite long passes. So into contact, but this pass was not perfect, and again that's opportunity for Vasco Almeida. He's having his second try in this game. He was scoring the opener, and now I think one more, and now the difference, the margin between the two sides is really big. I guess it's going to be over.
And good reaction of the Portuguese defensive line as well. We could see that how well they occupied the whole width of the pitch. They were very patient, and then when the ball got dropped a bit, so they switched into the rushing defense, and then they got the ball and scored the try. So very good reaction of the defense of the Portuguese team.
Now hard tackle by Portuguese. Lithuania is trying to find the gap on the right side. The ball is off the hands, behind the line out. Sorry, behind the touchline. Okay, and lost to Portugal. Yeah, we can see the beautiful tackle, and it was Francisco Hu or Chu, sorry. I'll be better at the pronunciation next time, but that was the player who managed to tackle the Lithuanian opponent out of the field, and we could see how he was happy with that, and that's why the Portuguese could have been enjoying the ball for a couple of more moments, but again here we heard a whistle by the referee.
I have to mention as well that I really like the defense of the Portuguese team because all the line, that was too high. But just to finish my idea, they occupy really the whole width of the pitch, but always as the Lithuanian team is passing the ball, so the players just in front of the ball just are getting closer, and the players that are like further, so just they are getting as well like more spaces between each other. So this plasticity of the defensive line is really remarkable, and I like it a lot.
It will be definitely interesting to see them then against France, how this defense will cope with the strong and fast-paced France, but we are not there. We are still in the first game of the two teams, and Portugal again occupying 22-meter territory of Lithuania and still progressing forward. Amazing. Now Duarte Oliveira in the contact.
Yeah, Lithuania is trying in their attack in the second half. Yeah, that's the change. So they try to make the pitch much wider. So they try to put the ball to the winger, but the defensive line, as I said, is well occupied all the space, and then it's easy to press the winger with the ball.
Mm-hmm. Now, well-spotted situation by one of the Portuguese players. He very well found Francisco Hu, but even though he was tackled, Francisco Correa, the only player who actually participated the same tournament last year in under-18 category, has then managed to score, and now he also tried to kick the conversion. Again, the wind, but I think he will not regret for a long time. By the way, is it so that here in Ricany it's like one of the wider fields, so this favors this kind of wide play, right, Martin, I guess?
Yeah, it's really the width is of 70 meters. I think it's a really wide pitch, so for the running team is great benefit for them, and just yeah, it's very good to play, and when the weather is good as well, so you can use all the abilities and running skills, etc., etc. So for the running team is perfect. For the team who wants to close the game, that can create some problems.
Yeah. Oh, it seems also to me that the Portuguese are actually having either more taste or getting more into their, let's say, tempo, into their warmth. Another try after a series of beautiful passes and offloads. Now they are making it more like exhibition.
Yeah, clearly we can see that the Portuguese team is used to play in high tempo, so. So it's as well what we mentioned. The quicker you can play, more control of the game you have. So we could see it in the game of France. We can see it in this game regarding the Portuguese team. Again, trying to stretch the pitch. but playing always in front of the defense.
So you would actually expect them to go between the players before passing, for example?
Yeah, they have to look for some gaps between the defenders.
Oh, they even have an issue to salvage this ball from the ruck. They managed to do so, but only using more players. So again, it will be more difficult to get through the Portuguese defense, and maybe they will need to work hard actually to avoid another try.
As well, the Lithuanian team is passing or is doing a long passes, so it's a possibility for the defense to rush a little bit upward and press even more. So it's why they regain the ball and counter-attack and score the game, score a try.
Yeah, this series of phases was started by number 9 Jose Nascimento, who managed to get the ball from Lithuanians, and then it ended with a try by Francisco Correa, number 4. He'll be likely the last person to be listed in the match report, whether he kicks it or not. And Portuguese will earn their first important victory. So in the end, it was quite clear victory for Portugal. So how do you see then Turkey matching between the two sides, based on what we've seen so far?
Yeah, can be interesting game. I would say the Turkish team is a little bit how to say it, individually 1 against 1 Turkish team. I think I see the Turkish team a little bit better. But regarding Lithuania, if they are able to push the opponent's team by multiplying a little bit rucks in the contacts, impact games, so it can be a little bit tough game as well. So we will see.
Now let's head for the interview.
Portugal, Lithuania 48-0. Francisco Carrit from Portugal. How did you enjoy the game? You scored 2 tries.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. The boys had a blast. It was really cool. We entered the game really well, and we showed everybody we're here. We arrived.
So it means you believe you are going to be successful in the next 2 games as well?
Yeah, definitely. We're going to give it our best.
Did you come here to win?
Yeah, definitely. We're here to show everybody who we are and what we came to fight for.
You just did show it. Thank you, Francisco.
So very confident summary from one of the Portuguese players. In the meantime, we have 2 new teams on the field. It's Germany, the team which was seeded as the best in the Pool B, against Poland. Just reminding their last performance. So German players earned bronze medals in France last year, and Poland was in the end on the 10th place, so 10 out of 12. So definitely higher expectations on the German side, playing in the blue jerseys. Let's see how the Polish boys will be able to surprise and to compete.
Away, back, guys. Perfect. Backward, stay on. Away, red.
It was a good tackle.
No, stay on.
By Polish Christian Miazek, and the ball is again on the left side from the German point of view.
Back.
So we can see actually the difference comparing the previous game, and tires a little bit more tired, not so much contested, and now very fast at the beginning.
Yeah, a big difference, because Germany, for example, they try to stretch the pitch as well, to play very wide, but even that they were looking for the gaps as well, just trying to get into the intervals, and then if it's not possible, so just they move the ball to another channel. So, and we could see that it worked, because Germany just exploit one interval and then scored a try. So well done. So as we mentioned, on this pitch, when you play really wide, when you stretch the pitch, you can create a lot of gaps or intervals between all the defenders. But you don't have to forget that you have to get into the defense as well. What Germany has done just now.
Yeah, the try scorer whom we can see again from the replay was Tim Meyer, as he called himself obsessed with bananas. Looks like it gives him the right energy. Anyway, Germany stepping in a bit better into the game, leading 5-0 after 2 minutes. Now let's see if the Polish boys will reply. Now they're trying it on the left and there's some space. Oh, very well found. But also very good tackle from the sweeping players on the German side, right? He acted as some kind of fullback.
Yeah, the Polish number 5 very well played the duel because he was able to play against two defenders and then to pass the ball in the contact, doing an offload. So very well done. And Germany has had to defend getting back.
And it was the German defender who managed to sweep the Polish opponent into the touchline. That's why they were having the throw into the line out. And why they are again at the ball now. Effort to change the direction and surprise the opponents, but it can be actually quite costly. Polish player at the ball. Let's see if he has support on time. And this is a big opportunity for the Polish team. And this is going to be the first try, so it was quite interesting how this began, right? Because these were the players which were somehow in the ruck and then they appeared.
Yeah, exactly. And the Polish team just in the space of like 10 meters, there were like 5 players playing in that channel, and the German defense didn't react it, so they stayed on the whole width more or less, and then these 5 players just use the space very well, always creating opportunities for the ball carrier to pass the ball in the contact. So what they did like 3 or 4 times, and very nice try.
Do you actually think that it was some kind of signal, or it was just improvisation? Or what would you guess?
I would guess when they played. So I was like thinking, oh, it's something like a pre-prepared or something like this, because I saw 5 players getting into the space even before the ball got there. So I think it was a little bit prepared before.
Yeah, let's see if we will see this secret weapon again at some point.
Yeah.
Here, come on guys, a bit faster. Yeah.
Just to introduce also this pool, so we have Germany, Poland here, but then also Belgium and Romania. This will be the teams that we will have an opportunity to watch in the next game. And there was another try from the Polish team to break through the defense, but they lost the ball, and now it's Germany on the ball. So interesting individual performance, but just few meters back.
We can see like two styles from the side of the both teams. While Germany is trying to stretch the pitch and looking for the opportunities, Poland is plays more directly. Again, in one channel, more players in that channel. Yeah.
line out.
No, it should be. Yeah, line out, and German team decided to play it quick. German team decided to play it quick. Bit of challenge to the Polish team to regroup, but it seems that they managed to do that. Probably a small knock-on by the German player, right?
Yeah, exactly. What the referee said as well, knock-on. Yeah.
So, end of the first half, at least from the ranking, Germany was expected to be the top. They started well, but Polish managed to make this very efficient action. Now it's 5-5. The second half is ahead of us. At least to me, it's positive to see as a, let's say, fan who is not biased towards either of the side to see some open game.
Yeah, I think Polish team is still in the game well. 5-5, it's very tight. So still playing there. So the Polish team were able as well to play on the German pitch, German half. So it's very important as well, especially for the Polish team that showed us in the first half that they are able to play in the small channels with. We would say like a lot of players, so it was the try they scored. So it's very important for Poland to be on the half of their opponents, to have the ball under their control, and maybe to try to exploit that small channels as they do. And for Germany, they have to do what they did in the first half when they scored the try. So just straight to pitch and look for the intervals, for the gaps, and try to use them, because they did it only once in one sequences. After that they scored, and afterwards the Polish defense were able to manage all the attacks.
Let's see if also the coaches of the teams will share the same analysis. Now we could have seen the speeches made by Jan Česelka and Max Pietrek, the coaching duo from the under-18 German team, who is actually together since 2016, so for 10 years. As they said, they want to build consistency. And their ambition for this tournament is definitely to at least repeat what they managed last year. Sorry, be the first of the second teams, and now there's opportunity actually to get back into the lead. And German team, Felix May is scoring another try. Or
it's a knock-on.
It was a forward pass,
forward pass. Yeah, exactly, forward pass. The offload was forward, so no try. But again, we could see how important are the kickoffs, contest in the air, and then when you get the ball, you can create a lot of problems.
So the celebration here in Ricany Stadium were too early. We have to actually acknowledge the big audience supporting the German team. Like I said, so they are not so far from here, unlike the other nations.
Not a very clever kick, because the Polish team is playing against the wind, so the high kicks will get back. It's what happened just now as well. Yeah. So the Germany is still pressing the Polish team.
Yeah, but now Belgians were a bit lucky because there was a knock-on.
Yeah.
So we'll see another Polish scrum. Szymon Wojtojak will feed the ball in. Score remains 5-5. This is going to be. Excitement levels will continue to be high.
Yeah, the Polish attack is a little bit flat. It's why it's always it's the perfect thing for the defense when you're attacking in a flat way.
Yeah, and there was also a very solid individual tackling technique. Germans a little bit remind me their girls national team also. They are able to play physical. It's nice to watch.
Yeah, three defenders just beaten. So when you play in sevens and you beat like three defenders, it's you don't have anything to do to stop the attack. So well done.
Yeah, very well played. Let's focus then in the replay on the exact player who was behind this action, but it was really this one who managed to beat the opponents and then make also offload for a good support. A good try.
We can see like this maybe, yeah, and then they changed the direction. The defensive line wasn't well organized because all these beaten three players, they were like behind each other. So it's always like creating opportunities for the attacking player to play one against one and then against one and then against one. So not well organized in the defensive line.
And to remind, this player we've been admiring was with number 10, Felix May, who commented that he actually, beyond rugby, likes to sing and to do step dance, so maybe this step dance helped him in his footwork. But here's another wave of the German attack, but stopped. You can see the referee, yeah, raising his flag.
It's creating quite big problems for the Polish defense when the Germany changes the direction of the attack, because what we mentioned as well, the defensive line is not like closing the space, going like upward, but they are getting a little bit like down, and then it's creating some spaces for the attack of German team.
So far we can conclude that actually Germany is dominating the second half, even though the difference of the points is not that big.
They are not very efficient, but yeah, but
true.
I would say that they are dominating, yeah.
But it can be still just one try that can get Polish side back into the game. Actually at the same number of points that at the moment German has, but this was an amazing dummy action, and again Felix May. Another step dance from his, performed by him, and another try.
I think now we are getting into the situation when some players are exhausted, and it was exactly in this situation. It was number 14 that was beaten, and now just you can see him how he walks very slowly because he's really exhausted. So well done by the German players attacking exhausted players. So that's it. We are getting into the final of the game. So that's it.
On top, the same player is adding 2 more points. And let's enjoy this move one more time. And now I'll be observing actually Polish 14.
Okay. No, you have to go right now.
Or actually, he was not involved in this particular space, but yeah.
Backwards.
It looks as if these tries actually brought some fresh blood to the Germans.
Yeah. Playing with the hand in the rack, so that's forbidden. So Germany has a penalty kick, and they choose a scrum. Again, logically, because they feel physically they are quite well, and as well when you put like 4 players in a small spot like this, so they have another like 3 and scrum half on 70 meters of width. So.
And as mentioned, this is a wide field, so
yeah,
there's a lot of room to exploit. And you don't even need to use all of them.
Yeah.
So just. So it looks like that the game is now closed by the last try. Germany confirmed the way better second half, and looks like that they will earn the needed win over Poland, because If we remind the composition of this group, so don't forget about Belgium, which is also in this group. Belgium, which we will see first against Romania. And Belgium, which was actually the opponent in the bronze medal game of Germany last year. So that will be like very important game in this group. But ahead of us, we will see we will see Belgium, but it against Romania. For the time being, this was the game between Germany and Poland. I would say actually the game of two different halves.
Yep.
I don't know, how do you see it?
Yeah, well, we can see it, but as well, what decided, I think, this game was the physical preparation of the German team. I think they were able to maintain the tempo during the whole game. The Polish team was able to do it in the first half, of the second half, but afterwards, I think they were a little bit more exhausted than the opponents. So it's why Germany scored like 2 tries and decided who would be the winner. So, yeah.
And there's actually no break from rugby, but a break from the live streaming. Petr, our colleague, has another interview from the game.
Germany, Poland, 24-5, and Felix May from Germany. Felix, it was at the beginning, it was very like nervous and equal game.
Yeah, it's just hard to get into the game at the start. You know, at this level we hadn't had much playtime, so it was great to get into the flow later in the game. It was great at the end there.
But the second half you played very well. What's happened? Why you win?
I think just in the halftime we spoke a lot about the Poland, how they play, and then we just adapted and got the win, yeah.
And you scored a try. How did you enjoy the game?
You know, it was my first Europe Championship try, so it was very special. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, yeah.
Thank you, Felix.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was an interview from Felix May. Congratulations to him and also to the German team for the first victory. Right away we jump into another game. I said between Belgium and Romania. Belgium with the red jerseys is launching one of their first attacks. It was a penalty against Romania. Belgium is not hesitating at all. They're trying to use the momentum.
As we can see, Belgium is using the whole width, but as well alternates a lot, changing the directions, etc. But very strong in the very high quality passes, very strong and quick passes. So that creates some problems for the defense, because the ball is not in the air a very long time. So the defense cannot adapt so quickly as the defensive line would like to. So the Belgium starts very well this game.
Yeah, definitely Belgium is the team which is expected to be the stronger side in this match, of course. This is just based on the results from the last year. Most of the players are now different. So this kind of performance continuity is never guaranteed. But at least at the beginning they tried to lead the game. But now Romania had the ball.
Oh, well done. You could see like 4 defenders he left behind, and then he created this opportunity for all his like teammates to put on attacking organization. So well done.
Yeah, the Belgian players are able to compete, to stand on the feet while being tackled, so they are not going to the ground. They are still looking for support, trying to offload the ball. Yeah, lovely play. And it looks like the player has managed to avoid the touchline and scores the first try, and it's number 2, David Aronis, opening the scoreboard here for the Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium is still, it's always, all the players with the ball are dancing on their feet, you know, just trying to look for some opportunities to play like the duels, looking for like some mistakes of the defenders, and this dancing on the feet, I would say, creates that sometimes the defensive line can stop the, like maintaining the organization, and then the attack can draw some benefits from this situation. And when we can see again how the players was able by a handoff to maintain himself on the pitch and then to score the try. So well done.
But here's an opportunity which is going to be used by one of the Romanian players, and suddenly it's 5-5. So in this case it's efficiency from Romanian side.
It's a number 9, and I saw him like just from the beginning of the game. So far, I would say that it's maybe more dangerous players from the team, because he's very quick on his feet, agility, very. He's very handy as well with the ball. He is able to pass the ball very strongly, quickly, and as well he manages well all the balls, all the situations. I think he's playing sometimes like a scrum half, or his position is near this kind of sides, and decides as well a lot. How to play, where to play. Very dangerous players, it seems to me.
Definitely, it's one of the 2 key players on the Romanian side, and yeah, this was definitely like a purely individual try, but it's counted. So Romania, together with a successful conversion kick, is now 2 points ahead, 7-5, and now it's again time to Belgium. But again, we can see him in the action, or actually, sorry, it was Mariusz Lakatos with number 4. But again, high tempo, there's no hesitation. Both teams want to play, want to surprise the opponent. And here the interception from Laszlo Leve. Belgian player with number 1. It's a beautiful combination, and Laszlo Leve was in the break and he managed to pass. Was it a try, or?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't sure,
but actually nobody is celebrating. It looks like that Ugo Dragonetti has not made it, or did he?
Yeah, I think it was a try, because.
Okay. Yeah, because the referees are gathering under post.
Yeah. So it was a try, but. It was a long sequence when both sides just lost sometimes the ball and regained it as well. So afterwards, all the players were quite exhausted after this long sequence. Yeah, it's something you have to count with as well when you are playing sevens. When the sequence lasts for like 2 minutes, afterwards it's not.
No energy for celebration.
Yeah. It requires a lot of energy. It was all the players. They were just looking for the breath.
Yeah. But yeah, now we can see it. It's actually obvious that try was valid. So Belgian team, after the great entry, managed again at the very last moment of the first half to get the lead. But it's just 3 points. It's 10-7. The second half will be open, right?
Yeah, it's very open, and as well, I would say that sometimes in this game we can see the longest sequences so far. So it can be interesting as well. It's one of the differences as well between the 15s and 7s. The 15s are more like uses more like aerobic capacities, but the 7s like anaerobic capacities. And during this sequence, we can see all the repetitions. We could see it exactly how the exhausting like lasting action can play a big role in this sport.
Yeah, we can now enjoy the tries of this game. Now comes the last reach by Ricany. That was a nice quick pass, nice reaction by one of the Belgian players. Yeah, here still will come one pass or offload.
Nobody wanted to come, because everybody was just was exhausted. It was just a run and score.
Yeah. We used to say that you have like the other players have joystick and they try to remotely help their peer.
Exactly.
But now we are back in the game, second half. Let's see how much energy both sides recovered. By the way, they have still a long day ahead of them. Each of the team will play three games totally, so 2 more after this one. Hopefully they will still manage to get some energy, but of course, this is a tight game. It's important to win every game, because it's not, I mean, you need to, if you want to be sure that you are promoted to semifinals, you need to win. There's no other way. Now promising action on the right wing, and this looks to be another opportunity for the Belgian fast-paced winger, Aymane Hassoumi. He is now giving some more comfort to the red jerseys, as they call themselves, to the wild pups. So far they are biting, not only barking.
Yeah, good individual action. Was one against one. We can see just. We can see now 1 against 1. It wasn't the perfect like position for the players for the play. We can see it just now, because he had to stop catch the ball and then reaccelerate. But he managed it, and good try.
But here's actually possibly answer. Here's a very long sprint, and it's a try by Joshua Tavai Lomaneravaka Maruvanavasavasa. Sorry, I couldn't resist the temptation to read the whole name. It's great that Rugby Europe counts with such names in the match reports. But anyway, this player has achieved a contact important try for Romania, because Romanians are not out of the game yet. Again, a fast reply. Well, conversion not in the best shape. Let's blame the wind. But now it's 17-12, 5-point difference. And as we are observing the recap, the ball has just bounced out of the field from the kickoff, but I think it was not straight out, right? So we will continue actually in the Belgian defense territory.
Yeah, it was well kicked. So Belgium is having the ball position.
Come on, give me sights.
And they don't have a lot of like vertical space to attack, because they are like 5 meters in front of the scoring zone. No.
Yeah, and the pressure got them. They the pass was too powerful. It flied out of the field behind the goal line. So is it going to be scrum? Yeah, 5 meter scrum, right?
Yeah, it looks like, yeah.
That could be complication because if Romania scores and adds 2 more points from, they are again in the lead, which would be, I think, a shock for the Belgians. They started, and it's here.
No reaction from the defensive line. Well done by the scrum, because all the players, the scrum moved a little bit, so the players from the scrum couldn't release themselves, and then the fly half just wasn't expected that standing on his position, so there was just like a freeway to the scoring zone.
Exactly, scored by Mariusz Lakatos, the same player who just scored 2 more points, and what we were talking about is just happening. So Belgium are now behind the underdogs from Romania. Well, I have some kind of sympathy for Belgian players, but that's the game, that's the sport. Let's see if they will manage to have again the last word, to be the last to score, and again to change the leadership of this game. So 3 minutes to go. Belgium is trying their best to combination of the offloads. For sure, losing this game would be a big disappointment because they are definitely aiming to podium. As we said, they were 4th last time. They definitely want to win.
Not releasing the ball on the floor, so Romania has the ball. 1 minute and 20 seconds before the final.
How would you play it?
Long kick. I think they understood that if they gain the territory, so it's beneficial for them, because 2 kickoffs they did long, and then they scored a try. So another the same strategy to move the game the closest possible to the scoring zone of Belgium.
On top of that, they are getting time, right?
Yeah.
Because the time is not stopped while preparing for the line out.
Of course, yeah.
So smart move. But good job by the Belgian jumper, who managed to steal the ball. But Belgium needs to still go around 80 meters. And Belgian action was ended by a poor pass, which was intercepted by one of the Romanians. So again, Romania has the ball, even though it bounces.
Tactically, I don't think it was the perfect, the best solution.
You said it in a very diplomatic way.
Yeah.
This very likely cost Romanians the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this, I would say that the first half was in a way repeated, because again it looked like, okay, Belgians have it somehow under control, at least that's how I felt it. Then Romanians shocked, but the last moment belongs to Belgium. Well, very sweaty victory for Belgium.
And lucky as well.
Yeah. Actually, what do you think that Belgians need to improve if they want to get to the top 3 based on this game?
They have to repeat much more what they did in the first half, because when they were like playing widely, that was quite well, and as well all the players, they were, as I said, they were dancing on the feet, you know, looking for the opportunities, looking for the duels one against one, and they were able to beat some defenders. In the second half, they were just moving the ball from one side to another side, playing in front of the defense, and maybe because the defense of the opponent side was better, it's possible, but in the second half, Belgium had the problem to get into the defense. They just moved the ball in front of the defense, and to play like this, and if you play just in your scoring zone, it's difficult to beat your opponents, because you are getting nervous a little bit, because you are playing very close to your scoring zone. So maybe to be able to play on the opponent half, and as well more just playing in the defense as they did in the first half. That's it.
Right, so quite a lot of learning from this game. What's ahead of us, and we are starting in about 4 minutes, is another game, this time between Spain and Ukraine. So, game which should not be, at least based on the past history, as tight as the one we've just seen. Because the Spain, actually the medalists from the last year and several years, they were second. They lost in the final to France last year when we played in France. And Ukraine is actually the team which was promoted from the lower trophy division. Starting in about 3 minutes. Welcome back in Ricany. We are continuing with the marathon of the Rugby European Championship. We are getting, let's say, further in the block of under-18 boys tournament. Now, what's ahead of us is a game between Spain and Ukraine. At the moment, we can see the Spanish lineup. Spain will play in, at least from my point of view, not so typical white jerseys. But Martin, you have mentioned actually you've spent some time in Spain. It's in your heart. How common are these jerseys, or is it a surprise for you as well?
I have the impression that we are watching the game of Fiji. It's the first time I have seen these colors on the Spanish team.
Yeah, a bit more typical on the Ukrainian side, blue with the yellow colors and numbers. Definitely, Spain is the team which is expected to win. They were runners-up in the previous Championship, which took place in Bourgogne in France last year. Ukraine is a team which was promoted from the lower trophy division. And we can see actually the first waves coming from the Spanish team. We can definitely look forward to a quick lot of fast-paced rugby, offloads, extending on what we've seen from the Belgians. It was also like very nice to watch in the previous game, which they with a big bit of luck to win over Romania. An amazing dance. So now a bit luck also for the Spanish side. They retain the ball. The ball bounced back to the hands of the Spanish players, and this seems to be the first breakthrough. And very likely the first try for the Spanish team.
It was just a question of the time when the Spanish team would find a gap where to break, because the whole sequence they have a lot of initiatives, so they were going forward. They controlled the game. They played in a high pace, so the defensive line just were getting into their positions. Yeah, and the Spanish team alternated as well, very well. So if they were to play in the channel or to play white ball, etc., etc. So yeah, it was just a question of time.
Mm. But actually, it was just 60 seconds, and we've seen so much during that.
Yeah, it's true. Yes. In 60 seconds, they showed that a lot of aspects of the game.
The scorer was Roger Mendizabal, one of the more physical players actually in the Spanish team.
And in that previous sequence, we could see as well an interesting tactical things when the player who was he wasn't tackled well. He could look for a pass, etc. But he went to the ground to create like a ruck situation, to create like a offside line, to be able to restart the Spanish attack. So interesting tactical situation or solution.
And I guess some kind of evidence of a big, let's say, awareness or the situational awareness of the Spanish players. Together with the French team, they should be offering like the best what we are going to see. But now the Ukrainian team is in one of their first attempts to break through the Spanish line. So far the Spanish team is very much on their feet and on the right place. You can see now the pressure is, the defense is going forward. But there was a gap, and it had to be the action of the sweeping Spanish player Aritz Jimenez, who performed a very nice tackle, and here's the counter-attack from the Spanish team.
That player has very quick legs. It's really it's very nice just to look him as he uses his legs. So the feet work, etc. It's very quick. We saw him in different previous sequences as well. It's very quick.
The try scorer is Victor Gallego. He's from a rugby family, actually. Two of his brothers played for Spanish national team as well. So he must have rugby under his skin, literally.
Yeah.
See how fast he was able to break and then again accelerate. Too fast for the Ukrainian defenders.
Big advantage on the knock-on. Knock on by blue, we come back to the scrum.
Yeah, it was a knock-on from the side of Ukraine, so so Spain is still in the ball position.
Yeah, we have some 2 minutes to go. The bells here in Ricany are just announcing that it's 12 p.m., but the game is of course continuing.
Close! Five! Stay, nice. Offside.
Whistle is blown. The Ukrainian team was in the offside, as was clearly heard from the referee's microphone. The referee of this game is Mr. Stefano Bolzonella. And so,
look at the footwork again.
Amazing, amazing. Ares Jimenez. Is it actually as you've been in Spain, is it more like the Spanish 7 players, or is it like generally the Spanish rugby, even the 15 side is more, let's say, based on footwork and speed? Is it some general style, or how was it in your years?
Yeah, that's something they have in DNA. The quickness, speed, individual play. So it's something the Spanish players, they are similar to Portuguese players as well. So they are individually, they are just very quick. So when I went there, so I had to switch my approach of the rugby, because the rugby was just much more quicker. Less collective, maybe, collectively played, but the tempo and the individual speed is very quick. So I think it's very natural for them, the sevens. And when we see the 15s, we can see as well that the Portuguese team or Spanish team, so they based on speed.
So we are closing the first half. Spain is following the plan, or at least that's what I think about the plan for the Spanish team to enter this game. Dominate, control, and warm up for the tougher games that are going to come.
And as well, one of the aspects I would mention for what I experienced in Spain is that the high schools or universities, sport universities work very well there. So they are in the like close contact with all the federations. So the coaches are well prepared, and all the information, methodological informations, are coming from the universities to the sport. So the players, so the coaches, they develop the players from the beginning, from the very young age, developing the speed abilities, skills as well, like the mentality or cognitive situations, situational intelligence, etc., etc. So it's not only that the Spanish or Portuguese players they are naturally quicker than us, but it's as well about how they work with the players, how they develop the players, how the federations, not only rugby, but how all the federations are linked with the universities, so the methodological approach, etc., etc. So that was my experience.
I can see that we really touched the topic of your heart.
Yeah, it's my it's my heart. Think Spain. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So, but anyway, what I take from it is that there's like a lot to learn from Spain and their system, and one of the results is actually also the team that we can see here, and which is showing us a really nice rugby.
But as well, we have to say that, for example, comparing to Portugal, it's quite different. But in Spain, there are like more than 220 clubs, if I remember well, if it hasn't changed. So they are more licensed players than in Scotland. So yeah.
So from this point of view, they are really major federation.
Yeah, can be.
And I can imagine that if you compare it now with their Ukrainian counterparts, also, yeah, the environment for them to prepare for the tournament is a way better. But anyway, kudos to Ukrainian team who is fighting, who is now starting another half and trying to find some gap between the Spanish players. But it's really like to fight against Fiji.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tackle!
So the team tried to find a bit more space on the left. The direction changed, but the ball bounced. Now Spanish team in control of the ball and launching a quick counter-attack. And again this time, which is ended with a try.
Yeah, holding the ball just in one hand like a Fijian, so not only dress or t-shirt, that as well the way how they manage the ball.
Yeah, maybe if they would grow a little, then they would be really difficult to see the difference. But they don't need actually height. We can see that their skill level is really high, and so far they are flying through their opening game against Ukraine. The group where they are seeded, there's, apart from Ukraine, there's also Czechia and Switzerland. So that will be the last game of this boys block, starting right after this one. So the first home game of the local Czech team. Which will be one of, together with Ukraine and Switzerland, fighting for the promotion. But as we said, the system is quite tough. Only the winners and then the best second team of the three pools will make it to the semi-finals. So it will be tough. But now coming back to the game between Spain and Ukraine again, we have to shake our heads.
What a pass!
Yeah.
What a pass!
It's not just the dance; it's also the handling skills, everything.
Yeah, that was incredible. Just two defenders beaten, and by what way the footwork was just incredible. It was just jumps. It wasn't like a sidestep. It was just jumps to the sides and then one hand pass behind the defender. Great.
I wonder how they treat their, ligaments and all the joints.
Yeah.
This must be quite tough.
Yeah, yeah.
And also a good kick. Coming from the player, following player number 7, who made this very important pass. If we would count assistance like it is done in ice hockey, for example, he would have one, but it was Pau Wilches who scored the try. Now another kickoff from the Spanish team. Quite a tough contest, but in line with the rules according to the referee. And a huge gap. Let's see if Spanish players are able to beat it. Now a good strength from the Ukrainian team. They try to prevent the try, but it was quite difficult. And in the end not successful. Now, if we speak about the opponents of the Spanish team, so you mentioned you were also adapting yourself to the Spanish style. So what the other teams can actually do to cope with the Spanish? Is it to work on their, let's say, speed, or to do it totally differently?
It's a good question. It's normally, basically, or in general, is a speed. But in all the aspects of the speed, we can speak. It's not only like locomotive speed, but it's speed as well of how how you do your skills, and as well as speed of your thinking. You know, the process like perceiving, deciding, and executing. That's the speed, and that. And the reason, the fact that you can run quickly, it's something that it's like it's a fundamental. But exactly, it's a perceiving, deciding, and executing the speed in this position. Cognitive game. It's always about this, how quickly your brain is working. That's very important, and it's what all the players in Spain or in rugby countries is doing, but in all the sports, you know, if we speak about basketball, handball, about football in Spain, all this these aspects or principles are similar. They are trying to develop the players to prepare them for the future game, not for the game of today, but for the game that will be played, for example, tomorrow. To be well prepared individually, to be quick, you know, to be able to manage the situations, not to play like strategically, because strategically you can learn afterwards, but you have to be able to learn what and to see what's happening on the pitch, and to not to react, maybe to as well to anticipate. Not
create.
Not only react, but anticipate as well. You know, so it's how they like develop the place, and we can see that in handball, in the basketball, in the football. So the Spain is just the top of the top on all these sports.
So what I can see is that the recipe how to beat Spain or deal with Spain is not easy.
No,
it's not overnight what they built, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So Ukrainians are now choosing to kick to release themselves from their defensive territory. The ball bounced off, but we are 7 minutes according to at least the TV stopwatch. But was there a final whistle? Probably yes. Or still one more line out. Okay, we are not done yet. Still one more action of this game, and by the way, after this one, in 4 minutes there should start the game between Czechia and Switzerland, the final game of this boys block, and those are the peers of Spain and Ukraine in the same pool. But now Spain launching another attack, and is this going to end differently than another try? No, it won't. Another beautiful try and combination.
As well, in this sequence, we can maybe highlight the principle of usefulness. It means that all the players without the ball, they have to look for the position where they could be useful for the ball carrier. And in this sequence, Spain just showed it very well. All the players looking for the right position, and they were prepared. It's why all the players they were receiving the ball. They was always like in high speed. So difficult for defense to
do anything.
To do anything, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's been all from the first match of Spanish team, one of the top teams, and also freshly promoted Ukraine. Spanish team did what was expected. They earned a high victory, and now there's a last game ahead of us in this block between home domestic team of Czechia and Switzerland. And following, and we will continue again to switch to the Czech language, as the upcoming game will be covered in the Czech national TV.
se nám chystá poslední zápas před polední pauzou. Nastoupí domácí tým České republiky proti Švýcarsku. Domácí a Česká republika červený drese proti Švýcarsku za malou chvíli. Zápas před polední pauzou. Budeme se těšit.
Joyce, j'ai rien en bas, ouais.
On l'a fait où la vidéo aussi?
On a noté. Quelle heure là? Oui, c'est à quelle heure? Enfin, on doit. C'est quelle heure qu'on doit appeler la vidéo? Regarde, je sais pas. Il m'énerve, c'est un prouveur. Moi, il m'a super truc de ouf. Hein. Son gros short, il était tout petit, il avait un gros short. Non, c'est pas. Le petit, il joue à Massy, après il est parti à Bordeaux là. Un blanc? Ouais, c'est un petit blanc, chez le bouclier et tout. Il joue à l'UBB.
Ah, mais oui, c'est pour ça que cette année ils ont dit il est moche.
Non, il est moche, mais il m'énerve, c'était tellement un prouveur. Il était là l'année dernière aussi.
Il a mis la vitesse là.
Si un dehors, j'étais là, vous êtes lente. Si je me donnais pas mon regard, c'est
Czech Republic. Ready?
Les gars?
Stay behind, boys. Hands on. Ten seconds. Water off.
Dobře, boj, stoj,
Backwards. Stay. Tackle out, release. Stay. Release, tackle.
Další boj pro český tým, to je utkání 10-0.
Ten seconds now.
Knock on advantage over. Release, release. Stand it. Over the ball. Step back, step back. No. Five. Release tackler! Ripped up! From the floor! From the floor! Up from the floor! The first man! Turnover good! High tackle. Get back. Penalty only, high tackle. Five. Side stay back, please. Knock on advantage. Use it. No advantage. We go for a knock on. Smash this ball. Mark, boys. Please. Boys, set up, please. Crouch. Bind. Set. Here's the line, please. You.
You have the long runs. Otherwise, okay. You? Anything from you? Yeah? Try it. Here? You'll have plenty of time. You swap sides or you stay? Thank you, boys.
Máme druhý poločas. 24 sekund pro Českou republiku, fakt skóre, Černá divize. Pojďme dál.
She's okay? Ready to go? Hands on. Contest. Roll away. Stay back, stay back. Stay back. Release tackler. Stay back, stay back. Tackle now. It's okay, he's onside. Never released. Not on the ball. No quick throw anymore. The bounce. Go for a line out. Swiss, Swiss. Czech Republic here. Boys, boys. Boys, come. Backwards. Of the foot, offside. Of the foot, offside. Not on the ball. Step back. No clear release. Smash ball. Boys. Let's go, boy. 15 seconds. Coming 10. Okay, stay on the line, please. Give it. Tackle! Tackle! Release now! Release! Stay back! Stay back! Stay back! Back! Stay back! Stay back! No, it's inside! Stay back, stay back! He's offside now, he's good! Right. My line, please. 5 seconds now. Contest! Tackle! Tackle!
Hold on. Substitution.
Substitution, time off.
Black 10 out.
Black 10 out. Black 10. Going for a sub. One guy inside the channel. Boys, here's the mark. It's a fair ball. Not anymore. We go line out black ball. Check. Check. Check the public, please. Boys. Boys, come to this. Towards. Rock now! Stay! Stay! They're outside. Boys, please.
Takže konec tohoto zápasu stav 41-7 na České republiky. Je zde Anděl Zméček, Czech Pavilion, Switzerland. So, we have now small at the time for lunch, and we will see after in 11 or 1 p.m. Takže v tuto chvíli máme první část vyhranou a za sebou. Je tady přestávka zhruba hodinu, kdy začne další série zápasů. V tuto chvíli
Czech Republic, Switzerland 39-7, Matouš Borecký from home team. Enjoying to play on home pitch?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think we played really well. We did some mistakes, but of course it's the first game, so I think we play well, and we're going on a second game, and we want to win.
Would you say it was an easy game, or was it a bit difficult at the beginning?
I wouldn't say it was an easy game. I'd say it was the first game, obviously. It was a bit tough, but Switzerland's a good team, good 7 players, but I think we play very well. Good team, some good individuals, and yeah.
Matouš, you scored a very quick try. It was like after maybe 3, 5, 7 seconds?
Yeah, it was after the first whistle from kick-off. Yeah, I'm enjoying when I'm jumping in the air. I like the air contest, and yeah, and I scored, so I'm happy.
Was it the quickest try ever?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Thank you, Matouš.
Yeah, sorry.